Hey, I want to talk to you today about some of the things we place on our faces, whether it be to repair the skin or to prevent breakouts or acne, or to even slow down the aging process. We need to know what these items are and these ingredients, these popular ingredients. So we're going to look at those today. We're going to look at glycolic acid, salicylic acid, and we'll throw some others in the mix as well. So stay tuned.
30% glycolic acid. Well, let's give it a try. Hey, I want to talk about glycolic acid. Well, the skin is fairly acidic itself, and that's kind of the body's natural defenses against bacteria and foreign objects. It fights that to a certain point, but every now and then you need some help. The first acid we're going to talk about is glycolic acid. Now, who would think to place acid on their face, especially to repair a situation? That's usually to destroy, and that's what glycolic acid is as well. It just depends on the concentration. Glycolic can be very beneficial. But what is it? Glycolic is the primary alpha hydroxy acid that you'll see in most skincare products, beauty products. Other alpha hydroxy acids include citric acid or lactic acid, and there's some others, lesser knowns, but a lot of people actually wash their face with milk as a natural cleanser, and that's the lactic acid in the milk acts on the skin and breaks down a lot of the dead skin cells. But and of course citric acid. All of these alpha hydroxy acids are derived from fruit and milk sugars. Basically, it is an exfoliant that is used to remove the top layer of dead skin cells. That's what it does. It's beneficial in that it helps rebuild collagen and elastin in the skin. It also helps accelerate cell production in the skin. But how does it do it? Basically what it does is it penetrates beneath the top layer of dead cells, and it breaks down the lipids underneath the dead skin cells, and that basically loosens the dead skin cells so that when you rinse with a neutralizing water, the water will rinse all of the dead cells. It's helpful in exposing radiant, glowing, cleansed skin that is underneath the dead dry, dull skin that you just sloughed off, and that's what you want to bring to the surface. But you got to be careful. Glycolic acid is an acid, and acids are used to destroy and to dissolve. Actually, in the industrial sector, they use glycolic acid to remove rust from metal. So at high concentrations, glycolic acid can be in fact very dangerous if used on the skin. You want to make sure that if you're purchasing this product over the counter or via the internet, make sure that you don't really get anything above 10%. You want something 10% or less that you can just use repeatedly so that the effect of clearing the skin is over time. You don't want to yourself get a high concentration of glycolic acid and place that on your skin. Typically, estheticians will use a glycolic pill, and most of your pills contain glycolic acid, which is very effective in peeling off that first layer of skin. That's PEEL. But yeah, most of your estheticians will use a glycolic pill with a 20 to 30% concentration of glycolic acid. Usually above 30%, you're getting into the medical realm, and doctors will usually apply that, dermatologists, in situations where you need more penetration, you need more of an invasive clearing of the top layer of skin. But a warning with that, if you submit to a high concentration of glycolic acid, just face the fact that you're going to be damaged in the face for a while. You're going to be red. You're going to be irritated. But really, you're dissolving top layer of skin. So that's kind of obvious that your face would be red, looking as though it's sunburned. It's going to be painful. It's going to sting. But over time, supposedly during that repairing process, your skin will come out fresher and glowing. But you got to wait for that healing process. And a lot of dermatologists will suggest that high glycolic pills be used to just slough off that top layer. I would suggest if you have acne, now acne is caused by basically three things: hormones, heredity, and overproduction of oils from the sebaceous glands. Now, if you have acne, I would definitely suggest trying a glycolic application pill for your skin. See if that works, especially if it's broad-based acne. This could be helpful. If you want to use a higher concentration, make sure you go to a person who's familiar with the application and can do it correctly. You can also try yourself. Avon has a great line of pills glycolic pills that you can purchase and try. They're 10% or less, I believe, but they say they give you the result of a 30% concentration. And Avon was actually the first biggest company to introduce alpha hydroxy technology into the beauty community. So Avon's a good line. Plug for Avon. But yeah, definitely try Avon. Get online and order that thing. I would suggest not using a microdermabrasion. That's not good for acne laden faces. Acne does not want that, does not need that, and that can cause more harm. But definitely I would, a glycolic pill would be suggestible with regard to acne. Lastly, whenever you use anything with glycolic in it, glycolic acid, please be sure that you use a heavy sunscreen after using that. Glycolic acid makes the skin more sensitive to UVR. That's UVA and UVB radiation. So please make sure if you do a glycolic pill or use a moisturizer or a cleanser with glycolic acid in it, that you definitely use a sunscreen of 15 or above. I suggest 30, 45, 70 SPF. And make sure that your sunscreen has either titanium dioxide, zinc oxide, or avobenzone in it. If it does not, don't use it. It's not effective. Those other brands only protect your skin from about 20 to 30% of UVR. So definitely be careful with glycolic. It makes your skin sensitive to sunlight and sun rays will do damage. Sun rays will damage your skin. So be careful. Watch your glycolics. Don't use a lot. It is acid. It will dissolve skin. It will remove lipids. Lipids actually is the lattice, the glue that holds your skin cells intact. So just be careful. I leave you with that caveat. Glycolic has benefits, but be careful with it. Use it sparingly, and make sure that your percentage is not too high if you're doing it yourself. Unfortunately, you can get a lot of these, I believe, with high concentrations offline. And okay, we got the first video out the way. Please check out the next video where I talk about salicylic acid, which is beta hydroxy acid in essence. Peace.